Hello, welcome to episode 1 of Have You Heard, a TV show that didn't have a name until just about 30 seconds ago when Coach Whitty came up with the great name. I'm Ryan Enerson.
I'm Cameron Rail.
And we're going to be giving you a little bit of an inside scoop of, everything Bison track and field, what's going on with our athletes, what's going on each weekend. We kind of just want to take you behind the scenes, the Shelly Ellie. You need a key card to get in, so we're going to take you and get a little inside look each week.
Yeah, what we're giving you here is an inside scoop on the Herd, the Bison, your favorite sports team on campus here. We're going to give you a look at profiles of our seniors. Who knows what else you'll get to see. You'll just have to come along for the ride. But one thing is for sure, you will be seeing us in action, getting knackered on the track, and preparing for another Summit League title.
Most of the times they call this first episode the pilot. Neither of us know how to operate an aircraft, so we're just going to call it episode 1. What we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at where everything starts with this program. With any good program, with any good business place, any good classroom experience, you got to lay the foundation. You got to build up from something.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do today, Cam?
We're just going to start from the bottom.
We're going to start from the bottom. We're going to take a look at all of our seniors, the guys that have been here the longest, 4 years, some of us even 5 years. Might even have 1 or 2 coming back for a 6th year next year. Who knows? But join us as we're going to introduce you to each one of our seniors, and we're going to take questions that you guys have asked. So here we go. I'm here with Daniel Asa. He's 5th year senior, multi. Just one of the staples on this team. He's a guy that a lot of our younger athletes look up to, trying to get some sort of role model characteristics from him and just kind of understand what goes on in his mind. They pick his brain a lot. But, I'm just going to ask you about some of the multis in general. Tell me about Jake Levine. You guys both West Fargo High School products. What are some things that you're hoping that he can learn under your tutelage this year?
Jake, he's got guts. A little bit of a loose cannon, but I like that in a young freshman. I know just to see the way he plays on the billiards table, it is. I would never say this to his face, but it is incredible, and I think it's going to bring something our team to a new level. Honestly, hopefully, under my mentorship, it could be great. Yeah,
that's incredible. We always like to see well-rounded freshmen. And maybe just as far as other skills that some of these freshmen can bring to the table, what are you hoping that you can help them with, different skills that they can acquire, and so hopefully down the road someday they'll think back to you whenever they're at the dining center making a really good looking waffle or something.
I guess the greatest skill is mainly the mentality. It's all about those rings, those onion rings. It's all about the rings. You always have to remember that. I guess my time as, a connoisseur in onion rings has really helped me with my journey to the golden ring, which is hopefully conference title. So, yeah.
That's incredible. There you have it, Daniel A. So let's take a look at our next senior. I'm here with thrower Peyton Otterdahl.
I'm over here.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm here with thrower Peyton Otterdahl. Senior, Rosemount, Minnesota native. Just tell us a little bit about the throwing crew this year.
Well, we got a good crew. We got a lot of returners. We have some new freshmen that are coming up big. We're looking forward to big marks in these next few weeks.
I love it. What are you going to be throwing this weekend?
Shot put only this weekend.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, focus one thing, throw it really far. My last question, just a lot of people have been following your run the last couple of years and just the incredible progress you've made. What's been the secret?
Well, my secret to throwing far is it's all about the hair. I give it 100 strokes each night, 100 brushes each side, and then I put it up in hair curlers and hit the hay.
Hey, there you have it. That's Peyton Otterdahl. Let's take a look at our next senior. All right, I'm here with Jacob Richter, Bismarck native. All of a sudden, you became the leader of the 400 crew. You had all these seniors ahead of you last year. Tell us about that transition from going from being a relatively young guy in the group to all of a sudden kind of being our #1.
Yeah, the previous years we haven't really had any new guys in the group. We've had a solid group of guys working out, and then all of a sudden this year we get a couple new faces, we got a couple transfers, a couple freshmen, and me and Connor Wendell had to kind of step up and be leaders this year. And it's been fun to see these guys progress and see how they're doing throughout the whole year, and it's going to be exciting to see how they're finishing up this year.
Definitely. Another thing that has been really prevalent on the team the last few years is we've had an influx of guys from Bismarck, specifically Bismarck Century, Richter being an alum himself. All of a sudden we're seeing a little bit of a shift in power between Bismarck schools though. We have a few more legacy guys on the roster. Yeah. Tell me about getting along with them. Is there bad blood?
There is no bad blood. I like to make a little bad blood every once in a while, but there's no hard feelings really. But yeah, we're depleted this year. We got I think 6 guys or 6 athletes on the team this year, so our numbers are down from previous years. But we still got BHS outnumbered, so that's all that really matters.
Hey, there we go. That's what we like to hear. The other question I have for you, the one Bismarck Century product I can think of right now is freshman cross country stud Evan Seiler. Just tell me about mentoring him and what you've done to make sure that when you're gone after this year that he's going to be able to be that Bismarck Century leader for the team.
Yeah, I spoke to him a couple times when he came for his visit, but other than that I haven't really seen him, but I'm going to have to sit him down and show him the ropes and show him how to lead the team.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We're going to take a look at next senior, Matt Moberg, who out of all of the seniors is probably the hardest to track down. Hey.
Oh, howdy.
All right, here with Matt Moberg, senior, multi, West Fargo native. Went to a high school in Moorhead, however, so he's very diverse as far as states go. Matt, just tell me a little bit about this year's multi-crew and kind of what we got going on in our group.
Well, you and I and Daniel, the old guys, got a good group of sophomores and juniors, and I guess one incoming freshman this year, so good group of guys. Incredible.
And we know that you just got back from a 3-week trip to Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam. You kind of did it all. So really, after going on that trip, going on that expedition, just tell me, on a scale of a bacterial culture to Matt Newer, where do you fall in there?
Probably somewhere in the middle, I guess I'd have to say. It was a good time, good learning experience, lots of fun stuff over there. We're standing in the subway and we could see, my brother and I could see each other across the subway because we're the tallest people in there, so by quite a bit. It was kind of fun to hang out with all those cool people and hang out with our family over there, so it was a good time.
There you have it. Let's check out the next senior. Here with Kellamon Hinton, Ellendale, North Dakota native. Specialty is the long jump and the triple jump. Tell us a little bit about the jump screw this season.
The jump screw, yeah. So we're looking pretty fly this season. We have a pretty competitive squad. We're all looking to race against each other, jump against each other, see who can get the furthest marks. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. I'm really excited to be a senior this year and like kind of help the underclassmen in their jumps. Yeah.
That's incredible, especially trying to be a mentor, someone who's chasing so many records. He's got the North Dakota triple jump record. He's got his eyes on the triple jump records here at NDSU and maybe even those long jump records. But little do people know that you've got the facility record at the Days Inn in East Des Moines for the longest shower, 43 minutes, 26 seconds. Just tell us, what other records are you chasing this season?
Yeah, so I was considering, we go to the Cheesecake Factory a lot, so I'm going to try and see if I can be like the one on the team that can eat the most cheesecakes, the Cheesecake Factory. And also, I really love blankets and I love taking naps, so I want to see how many blankets I can put on myself, wrap up into while I take a nap. Form like a cocoon, yeah.
That's incredible. We love to see just cultured athletes, and Kellamon is doing that, chasing all these different records. So let's take a look at our next senior. I'm here with JT Butler, one of the lead sprinters on this team. He's also a senior. JT, just tell us a little bit about the sprints crew this year. What are we looking like?
Yeah, it's G, Tatinda. We had Carter for a while. Carter was a good training partner. Tatinda, he's had some injuries, but he's working out hard. I'm excited to have him back soon. Hopefully he'll be good for outdoor. And then me and G are having some tough training sessions. It's been good. Some old guys, some new guys. It's been a good mix.
Yeah, that's really good. One of the sweet things about our sprint crew is it's one of the most diverse on the team. We have a couple international guys. You mentioned Tatenda. You mentioned G.
Yeah.
Just tell us about how your French is coming along.
I've been trying my French. Comment salves-tu? Comment
Ça va très bien et toi? Moi je m'appelle Guillaume. J'adore m'entraîner avec toi.
Thank you, G. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, hey, there you have it. JT is going to be multilingual by the end of this year, and we're looking forward to it. So there you have it. There's a good look at a majority of our seniors. We do have 2 left though that we're gonna just go over. So Cam, tell me about the distance squad this year. You're holding it down, the lone senior on campus right now. We got Joe Lewisell grinding in Minneapolis on a internship, but you're the only one here on campus. So tell me, how are you holding the group together?
Yeah, man. I mean, distance squad, always a real tight-knit group of guys, especially with how much time we spend together running and with cross-country season. But it's track season now. We're getting ready to rip some 800s, miles, 3Ks, and maybe even a 5K here or there. Yeah, man, just got a real good squad and excited to see what we can do on the track.
That's awesome. So you guys always go on a cross-country camp, and it's a weekend in the middle of your cross season where you step away, and sometimes people think it's this great opportunity for you to grow and bond together, but I heard it was more like an episode of Survivor. Is that true?
Yeah. If we're, being real and honest here, it was a roller coaster of emotions. Cross camp, but really brought us closer together. I've always said you're never closer to your teammates than after you've punted a volleyball straight at their face. And so I think that's a big part of where we are together as a team right now.
Yeah, we'll maybe in a later episode we'll dive into that a little bit deeper. But yeah, that's Cameron Rail, senior distance runner, Grand Forks homie.
Oh, let's go.
Holding it down.
Dude, Ryan, here's the moment that all the viewers have been waiting for. We've seen you ask all the questions, but we want to know about you, Ryan Enerson. Tell us about training. Tell us about your expectations for this season.
Hey, well, training's going pretty well. I would say as a group we're really getting after it these last couple weeks. It's been nice to kind of get the body back in check after break. But we got a really strong group from bottom to top, and I think on both sides we're going to do really well.
Awesome. Hey Ryan, we know you did some student teaching this fall, and we know there's a direct translation between student teaching and then what happens on the track. So how has your experience student teaching at the high school this fall translated to your performance on the track?
I'd say the biggest thing is just holding people accountable. I'm not afraid to give someone detention every once in a while. I'm not afraid to kick someone out of practice. Yeah. Maybe they're in the weight room, they're not going hard enough. Get out of my classroom, get out of my weight room, get off my track. I don't want, I want the best out of you. I would say another thing is we never really did this before, but a lot of PowerPoints leading into practice instead of, just sending out what we're going to do for training that day. I like to come prepared. I like to show a whole PowerPoint. Usually we'll lecture through it from like 5 to 10 minutes. We'll do a think, pair, share activity in there. Maybe have time for a worksheet at the end. But I think just the communication aspect has been really great.
Yeah, no days off. That's what I like to hear.
Absolutely no days off. Speaking of no days off, this weekend, this Saturday, we don't have a day off. We have the first ever Alumni Team Cup Challenge. I think that's the name of it.
Yeah.
It's like 4 of those words in some sort of order. But come check us out. It's a triangular meet with who do we got this weekend?
We got North Dakota State. We got Wyoming. We got University of Northern Iowa here at the Shelley Ellig Indoor Track Facility. Be here.
It's going to be great. They're going to score the meet. Unlike most track meets, this one's only like 3 hours long. I know sometimes everyone's got an experience where they show up to a meet and they're there from noon to midnight putting in 12 hours of work, but you only have to be here for 3 hours. So we encourage you to come out and support us. Come watch some great events. Come mingle with alumni and other supporters. and watch some really good track and field this weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. We'd love to see you here. Let's get after it.
Let's
do this.
Hey, let's get after it. Like Carrie Tollefson said, hey, that's episode 1 of Have You Heard? Once again, I'm Ryan Ederson.
I'm Cameron Rail.
And we hope to see you again next week. Thanks for tuning in.